After a terrible cruise shipwreck, famous beauty and actress Scarlett Johansson finds herself alone on a deserted island. Hours pass, and only one other man makes it to the island with her. They didn't know each other before the shipwreck, but he did know who she was, of course. At the beginning it was hard, but as time passed this guy learned how to provide food and shelter, and started taking care of her, and she took care of him in return. Eventually she started really caring about him. After all, there wasn't anyone else on the island. He eventually built a cabin, had a functioning automatic potable water supply, and all sorts of little clever commodities, all done to make life easier. One night she threw herself at him and they made love. After that, they were for all intents and purposes a couple, with an above-average sex life. But for some reason he started drifting away. Something was bothering him, and she noticed. "What's wrong?" Scarlett asked. "Nothing," the guy would say. She pestered him for a while, eventually saying she would do anything he needed or wanted to make him feel good again, just because she really cared for him. And even if he wasn't asking, she felt it was the least she owed him to try. "Really? You'll do anything I'd like?" "Sure," she said. "Anything." "Okay, first, I want you to take off your toga and get into this pair of work jeans that had washed on the shore." "Okay. Now, put this shirt on please, but first, tape your boobs so that they're flat." "What?" "Okay, I'd say I'd do anything," she said lovingly. "Now, take this hat and wear it, but tuck your hair under it." She was kind of confused, but nonetheless she wanted to make him happy. So she tucked her hair under the hat. "Now I'd like for you to grab this piece of soot and paint yourself a beard and a mustache." "Okay. If this is what you want," she muttered. "Now, please put on these sunglasses, and start walking down the beach. I'll catch up to you in a bit," he said, a bit excited. She started walking, wondering and doubting herself. She was confused about what had just happened. Maybe it wasn't her, maybe it was him. Suddenly, the guy grabs her by her shoulder, turns her around, and says, "Man, you won't believe who I've been sleeping with for the past 6 months." They said that when a black man becomes president, pigs will fly. Exactly 100 days after Barack Obama became president, swine flu. What did Yoda say when he saw himself on the 4K TV? HDMI. I really hope this hasn't already been done. So the Pope is super early for his flight. He asks his driver on his way to the airport if he could drive around for a while because they have time to kill, and he hasn't driven a car since becoming the Pope. Naturally, he's a bit rusty, so he's driving poorly, when suddenly he sees police lights behind him. He pulls over, and when the officer comes up to the window his eyes go wide. He says to the Pope, "Hold on for a minute," and goes back to his car to radio the chief. "Cop, Chief, we have a situation. I've pulled over an important figure." "Chief, how important? A governor or something?" "Cop, no sir, he's bigger." "Chief, so, what? A celebrity or something?" "Cop, more important, sir." "Chief, a major politician?" "Cop, no sir, he's much more important." "Chief, well, who is it?" "Cop, well, actually I'm not sure, but the Pope's his driver." Why did the art thief's van run out of gas as he drove away from the museum? Because he had no money to buy toga to make the van go. Please smash the like button, and subscribe to my channel.